News Daybreak.
The president now planning a big rally to ring in his first 100 days in office. This as he skips the White House Correspondents' Dinner that same day. New details emerging about the confrontation between a passenger and American Airlines flight attendant, how the union is now defending its crew member. And a live look this morning at the Capital 10K race in downtown Austin as thousands are gearing up for the annual tradition. Good morning, everyone, and thanks so much for watching KVUE Weekend Daybreak. I'm Jenny Lee. It's 7 o'clock Sunday, April 23rd, and we are just 1 hour away from the official start of the Austin American Statesman's Cap 10K race. Nearly 21,000 runners are registered for this 40th anniversary of this 6.2-mile race. Our coverage begins this morning with KVUE Storm Team meteorologist Nathan Gogo, who is live at the starting line, along with KVUE's Nicole Rosales. Good morning, guys. How does it feel out there? It's a little cooler than normal, right?
It is. I was just telling Nathan earlier, I'm not too fond of this weather.
Yeah.
But the runners you mentioned will love it.
You know, it's a little bit of a shock to the system just because we haven't had many mornings where temperatures have gotten this low, at least in the past few weeks. So temperatures right now in the lower 50s, but like you mentioned, it is perfect for the runners. The runners are going to love it. The people watching, like us,
not so much.
Shivering in our pants just a little bit.
But people are starting to trickle in right now. I haven't seen any crazy costumes. It's my first race, so I'm really excited to see all that. But if you hear in the background, you might see Tony Poleski and Quita Culpepper. They're both out here this morning, so super excited. I have the whole KVUE team out here today.
Yeah, we have a lot of several cameras as well. That is going to be kind of catching the race from the start to the finish. We start here on Congress Bridge. We're finishing at the Auditorium Shores. So let's get to the forecast. Like I mentioned, it is pretty cool outside. Temperatures starting in the 50s. Here's what it looks like downtown over us. You can see us. You see us right there on the bridge. 52 degrees at Bergstrom, 51 at Camp Mabry. The winds. If there's any wrinkle in the forecast for the runners, it's going to be the winds. They'll be a little bit breezy at times, as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour. So temperatures, dare I say, chilly up towards the hill country. 41 in Mason, 44 in Fredericksburg, 51 in Austin, 47 in Blanco. Radar is quiet. We're not expecting not only any rain showers for today, but no cloud cover. Wall-to-wall sunshine expected. So here's the forecast for the Cap 10K downtown. Nice and cool for the start, kickoff. Gunshot goes off, 52 degrees, a bit breezy, 59 degrees by 10 a.m. and by lunchtime. The runners will have finished. It'll be 67, sunny. Can't do much better than that for this time of year. Again, a perfect forecast, I think, for the runners. For the watchers, it's a little chilly out here. You want your jacket heading out the door.
Still exciting, though.
Very exciting. But we'll have much more coming up. We're going to interview some people, and we're also going to have full forecast coming up in a few minutes, Jenny.
All right, Nathan and Nicole, thank you so much. And a quick mention that at 7:30, the wheelchair athletes, that's the time they start. And, of course, 8 a.m. when most people start. But they are staggering this race. So the elite runners start at 8, then the next round, 8:15, 8:25, 8:35, and 8:45. And this Cap 10K means a few street closures in downtown, as you just saw. The main ones are Congress Avenue, Cesar Chavez Street, Riverside Drive, and 15th Street. Most of the roads are expected to reopen around 11 a.m. And the countdown is on for the end of President Donald Trump's first 100 days in office. He's planning a big rally in Pennsylvania next Saturday night to celebrate. It happens to be the same night as the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which the president has already declined to attend. Yesterday, he visited patients at Walter Reed Hospital and awarded the Purple Heart to a soldier injured in Afghanistan. The president still's got some big promises concerning health care and tax reform to fulfill before the 100-day deadline.
And the funny thing is Donald Trump is actually one that has set the bar on this. I think he's talked about it 17 or 18 different times about how successful his first 100 days was going to be.
Now, Trump has teased a major announcement on Wednesday about tax reform, but that tax plan comes during the threat of a government shutdown this week. Lawmakers have until midnight Friday to pass a spending plan. Meantime, Vice President Mike Pence is down under trying to mend fences with the Australian Prime Minister. Shortly after taking office, you might remember, President Trump had a testy phone call with Australia's leader. He pressed President Trump about an Obama administration promise to resettle Syrian refugees. Yesterday, Pence was able to settle that issue between the two countries.
President Trump has made it clear that we'll honor the agreement. It doesn't mean we admire the agreement.
Pence is now headed to Hawaii tomorrow for meetings with military leaders and a tour of the USS Arizona at Pearl Harbor. Well, this morning, one person remains in the hospital after being shot yesterday near Lake Pflugerville. The shooting happened around 9 o'clock last night near Weiss Lane and Pflugerville Parkway. Now, when police arrived, they found one person with a gunshot wound. Austin Travis County EMS took the injured person to Seton Medical Center Williamson Hospital. That person's condition is not being released at this time. Pflugerville police aren't saying if anyone is in custody. Tens of thousands marching for science all around the world. Austin was one of many cities that participated, including larger marches in New York, D.C., and London. KB's Nicole Rosales was there and spoke to people on why they decided to march.
Science matters in every aspect of public policy. Why?
Each person standing here today has their own mission to accomplish for the Science March, whether that's bringing more awareness to saving the environment.
The most pressing issues is climate change and what's going to happen to our planet.
Or the role science plays in family life choices.
The connection between science and women's health and reproductive rights cannot be denied.
The common thread is simple.
Evidence is important. Facts matter. Science is real.
Hundreds of satellite marches took place across the nation Saturday. Jose Medina from Texas Freedom Network was part of the group who helped organize it here in Austin. He believes the current White House administration isn't making science and research a priority.
The president denies climate science. His vice president denies evolution. So this is kind of the counterbalance to that.
Now it is time to march.
Medina says the march is about getting politics out of science, an idea these two professors agree with.
It's very important to show that this is not a partisan issue. Like, science is important for everybody.
David Pulley works in astrophysics. The father of two says we have to start thinking of the future, the next generation of thinkers and inventors.
The longer that we wait to take decisive action, the harder it will be. And in some cases, there's a real fear that it will be impossible to reverse course.
One example for many, proposed budget cuts to the Environmental Protection Agency and how it can affect the world long term.
Why would you want to save the galaxy? Because I'm one of the idiots who lives in it.
As the crowd made their way through downtown, they hope their display of passion encourages others to invest and value the world of science. In Austin, Nicole Rosales, KVUE News.
And as we mentioned, Austin was one of about 600 cities worldwide to join in the Science March. The hope of these rallies is to bring attention to what some believe is the lack of science in politics. Well, 3 Texas kids are being rewarded after they turned down a bribe from a suspected criminal. Fort Worth police were searching for a burglar this past week when a group of boys waved an officer down. The 3 boys told the officer that a man had stopped them on their way to school and offered to pay them if they helped him hide. Well, the boys then pointed the officer in the right direction, and police were able to catch the burglar in an empty house nearby.
As soon as we seen the cop, we just ran to it. He said he'll give us $20 each if we hide him. Then we was like, nah.
Always do the right thing, even if it's like an offer, a big offer, just still do the right thing because you don't know what happens next.
That's right. For their crime-fighting efforts, these 3 young heroes were honored at their school, each getting a special certificate from the city of Fort Worth and brand new bikes. See, crime does not pay. Well, this morning, the world is mourning the death of Erin Moran, the former child star who played Joni Cunningham in Happy Days. She died yesterday in Indiana at the age of 56. Moran was already a veteran actress when in 1974 she was cast in Happy Days. She played Joni, the younger sister to Ron Howard's Richie Cunningham, in the popular sitcom set in the 1950s. She would later appear with fellow Happy Days actor Scott Baio in the spinoff Joni Loves Chachi. Still ahead.